It's Razz on the radio here in Philadelphia in the Ford F-150 studios, 55th ACM Awards, coming up Wednesday night at 8 on CBS 3. And 3 venues, the Opry House, the Ryman, the Bluebird, all staples in Nashville. And on the line with us, as you can see, and here is Mickey Guyton. Hi.
Hello. It is so good to see you.
So I'm trying to remember, the first time I met you was probably 9 years ago, and I was thinking about that as I was waiting.
Wow. Was it 9 years? When is it when I first moved to Nashville then?
So you moved to Nashville, and then do you start going out right away? So when we saw you open for, who was it that summer? I don't remember. Was it Dierks Bentley?
Might have been. I think it was probably Brad Paisley.
So Brad Paisley. So how many years after you moved to Nashville was it? So was it?
That was about. It was about 2015.
So maybe not quite years, but still.
It feels like it though. It feels like it's been a long time
in the world. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 5 years.
Yeah.
That's a college education if you think about it.
I mean, that's a full-on pregnancy and child.
No, you got 5 kids in 5 years.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
One time my mother had 7 under the age of 8. So
dear Lord.
Poor mom.
My
anyway,
God.
I digress.
Oh.
And then Better Than You Left Me was your first single.
Yeah, it was.
So much has happened in the universe since then.
Yes, it has.
And I read the article in the Washington Post the other day, and I was like, all right, Mickey, this is great. So they're saying so you had to go back in and you had to be ready for this moment in history.
I did.
So that's a heavy statement.
It is very, very heavy.
Talk to us about that a little bit.
Well, we all know that it's not been a walk in the park for me as far as, trying to get success. It's hard. It's a lot of competitive. There's so many amazing artists out there. It's very competitive. And it's just hard trying to find your voice within this industry when there's so much going on and there's so many trends that you're trying to be a part of that may not really match your artistry. And I was kind of going through that, a lot of trial and error, I had a writer's block at some point. Went to therapy at some point. I was drinking a lot at some point. Nashville will turn you down that alcoholic lane. I'll tell you that much for sure. So it's very easy to get caught up. But I was doing all of that and I hit rock bottom and I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself over exactly what I wanted to say. And I had to write my truth. And, country music is 3 chords in the truth. It's songs about stories. Everybody has a unique story. And my unique story is different because I am different.
Right.
And so I started just writing about that. And it's been the most exhilarating, beautiful time of my life.
Did it feel like an opening of a flower for you? Like, pow!
It did.
Holy moly, this has been here the whole time.
It did. I didn't know what I wanted to sing before. I didn't know what I wanted to say before. And once I realized, oh my God, I just need to tell my story. That's what country music is. And so I started doing that. And I had no intention of writing such polarizing music. That was not my intention at all. At all.
Well, you have to seize the moment and be a part of who you are. You're going to perform on Wednesday night.
Yes.
What are you going to tell her? Talk a little bit about that song and where is the performance at, Ryman?
Yes. It's at the Opry House.
Opry House.
And I wrote that song this year, believe it or not. And I was just, it's really hard for women in the world, and it's hard for women in country music. It's no question. We've all had to talk about it at some point. And I was just writing, feeling that it's so hard. Nobody has the answers. We don't know why it is the way that it is. People try to put blame on, everybody on each other. And it's a problem that we need to all come together and try to fix for our future, for our daughters, to protect our future daughters that are growing up so they don't have to go through certain things that women are faced with. It's a scary world out there. And for all the girl dads in the world, I know they hear that song and they just want to protect their daughters. And that's kind
Right.
of really what I wanted to do, is I wanted to pull at the heartstrings of people to really take a second and think and be like, man, what are we going to tell our daughters when she gets older? How do we build them up and keep lifting them up? And that's what the song really is about. And I'm performing it.
That's great. That's going to be fantastic. I can't wait
with
to
a
see it.
special guest.
I can't wait to see who that is.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, and I know we're talking about, I got to wrap up here. The mainstream, we're talking about the mainstream top 40 chart, okay?
Yeah.
And I want for you personally to say this. Okay, so maybe that's not as accessible as easy as you think it is.
Right.
Be you.
Yeah.
Casey Musgraves, okay, there's a story.
Yeah.
Jamie Johnson, there's a story.
Margo
Sturgill
Price.
Simpson, there's a story, okay? Be you.
Yes.
It's beautiful and wonderful.
Thank
Don't
you.
ever give up.
You're
Okay,
gonna make me
because
cry,
I'm not trying to make you cry. I just keep doing it.
I appreciate you so much.
I'll see you. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday night.
Yes, it's really good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. It's the ACMs coming up on Wednesday night at 8 on CBS 3. Bye, Mickey.
Bye.